We're continuing with MBT by GMT Games. I'm doing scenario number 2, except that I removed the anti-tank guided missiles from the game to simplify it a little bit. We're in the movement phase of turn 7. Actually, I think move phase of turn 6. All right, so Americans are player 2, so Americans are going to move first over here. I want them to move into that victory point hex. Just going to move him right here. I want to delete that. And I'm going to give NATO credit for that. How do I want to face him? Clockwise. Yeah, face him. No. Yeah, face him that direction. And these units down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So units have movement factor of 5. And who else can move for the Americans? These units finally going into the game, getting into play. 1. Yeah. I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn to the left. Oops. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think five, and then turn to the left. Oops. All right, they're done. And this unit only has 2 because it was fired. It was at a short halt, so I'm gonna move 2. 1, 2, face forward. This unit right here can move before the full 5. I think there's a stack. Yeah, I have 2 units there. 1, oops. 1, 2, 3. Four. I'm wondering about stacking on this hex. Oh no, we only got 1, 2 units there. Okay. Left turn. And forward. And I'm going to do a facing in that direction. Excellent. Okay. Now this unit doesn't have a command. That could be it for the American movement phase. What do we get over there? Who has a movement over there? Just that squad right there, but I'm gonna keep them in that spot because they're in buildings anyways. All right, so that's it for the Americans. Now for the Soviets. These units. They're going to stay there in full cover. This unit, 3.5 points. 1, 2, close and personal. This unit. Oops. Turn to left. 1, 2, 3. Enter the buildings, alleyways. 4, 5. Okay, and I think there may be about this unit right here. They're in good shape. They're not suppressed. I think they can move 2 hexes. 1, 2. 2 into that building. All right, I think that's it for the Soviet forces. Movement phase. Okay. All right. So next we in full cover. We want to be in full cover. Well, first thing we do is suppress markers. If you have a suppress marker, it's totally removed. If you have a suppress on marker, it's changed to suppress off. So basically I gotta flip that one. So that becomes suppress off. I think that's it. All right, looking good. Now, who do I want to go to full cover? These guys I want to be full cover. So let's clone that full cover marker and put it over there. I'm going to zoom in on that area right there. Okay, this unit right here, I want to go full cover. And what direction do I want them to face? Because infantry units have direction. Rotate, face down, have it face that way. Rotate the full cover marker. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. So they're in full cover. This unit right here. And they have some heavy armor facing them. They're definitely going to go into full cover. It won't make much of a difference, but I'm still going to put them in full cover. And I'm going to rotate them to the left. Right. And they have that suppression marker on them, and they also have a full cover. And somewhere in there, they have a full cover marker on them. Take that. There we go. Excellent. All right. I think that's it. Those guys right there. I want them to be able to spot, so I'm not going to move them to full cover. All right, so that's it for that turn. I believe we're on turn 7 now. Let's zoom out. Oops, let's go in. All right, that's pretty good right there. Okay, next turn, spotting phase. So these units right here are not spotted. So I can remove the spot move. These units right here are spotted. I can leave the spot. This unit is spotted. I can leave the spot. Obviously, this unit is spotted. These units are spotted. This unit is not yet spotted. And that crossing is now controlled by NATO. Let's put it right there. There we go. Because you have to be in hex for an entire turn in order to claim that crossing. All right, so all of these are spotted right there. These are spotted. There's a bunch of units back here. I don't think those are spotted. Yep, those are not spotted. Yep, not spotted. Not spotted. Spotted. Well, are they spotted? Let's see. Let me put a line of sight. Not spotted. I believe that's it. This unit, they are not spotted. Yep. Excellent. All right. So now we do the command phase. How many American units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 units. So the Americans have how many commands? 16 units gives the Americans may have to look on the other card. Card B. I think so. There you are. All right, so 6, 9. The Americans have 9 commands. I'll just place them and then I'll put the Russian commands. So the Americans have 9 commands. Those two. Okay, they're going to get fire command. Okay, let's get so that's 1. These guys are going to get a fire command. Well, no, I'm going to give them a short halt. So that's, oops. So that's 2. I'm going to move that right. E. Okay, they're snap to hex. Let's not do that. Delete. Short halt. So that's 2. This unit right here. How about these units here? One of them's KO'd. Actually, that hex right there, that bridge belongs to NATO. So I can give them credit for that. All right. So I got 3 tanks. And then I got that suppressed infantry. So I'm going to give those tanks a fire command. How about the infantry? And those infantry units are just going to stand pat. So they're going to have a no command. And they're under full cover. Full cover marker. This one. So this hex. Those are just M113s. I'm going to give that whole section a move command. This unit right here, they don't have any targets at the moment, but put them on Overwatch. All right, I think that's it for the Americans. Oh, this guy, I could give him a move command too. All right. So now let's take a look at the Soviets. So how many units do they have in play? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So how many commands do they get? That's the question. 6, 8. So they get 8 commands. Soviets get 8 commands. I'm going to zoom in. So let's remove all the spot markers. Yep, okay, good. So now we give the Soviet commands. And obviously they're going to get some fire commands over here. These two are going to get fire command. 2. Three. Give them a short halt. I could give them any commands. I'm just going to have the Russians, the Soviets, stay in place over there. This top track, I'm going to give a short halt command too, because I want to get it out of the smoke. And then that bottom one, without the track, we're going to give it a fire command. Okay, so top one has a short halt. Oops. And the bottom one has a fire command. Just throw another short halt over there. There we go. Okay. So that's it for the command phase. Everybody has their commands. Now we go into the initiative phase. I'll roll for Warsaw Pact first. Warsaw Pact gets a 30. NATO gets 70. NATO has initiative. Actually, that right there needed a fire command too, so you don't want to neglect that. Oops. Okay, now for the American fire phase. This is a key shot right here. This guy, these two against this one. Point blank range. I don't believe there are any modifiers. Yep. Point blank range, no modifiers. So that's a 90 to hit. So I get two chances to roll a 90. So them against them right there. And take another look. Let's see what angle that fire is coming in at. Okay, so that's front side. All right, so let's roll the first one. 77 is a hit. Where does it hit? Front side 7, hull side. So it's going to be hull side. And an M72 from the front side, hull side. Oh, it's very level, very, very little armor there. Paper thin. And the result of that will be a 7, which is a, might even be a brew up. The data cards. There we go. Nope, just knocked out. So that means we still do the second shot to see if it's a brew up. So the second shot, again, needs a 90, is 0.4, so that'd just be a track hit. So the worst that happens, it got knocked, delete, it got knocked out. Spot fire. Good shooting. That was a key. That was key because that one was about to really cause some pain for those American units over there. All right, so this one right here. He's just going to fire straight ahead. Point blank range. Targets in light cover. -1. Blank range, targets in light cover. So 81 to hit. And 97, so that's a miss. That is a miss. So we have these two over here with the short halt. I'll flip that over to the move side and let's see what shot they're going to take. I can't fire at them because I already fired with this one. So I have to take another shot. We can take a shot at that one, range 14. Yeah, we're going to take a shot at that one. So range 14, medium range. Let's see if there's any modifiers. All don't believe there are any modifiers, so we have 2 shots at that. Medium range, no modifiers. Base to hit is 50. 2 chances to roll 50 or less. We got a 38. And where does that hit? Front side 3, so it hits the side of the turret. And the penetration 86. Front side, turret side, level 41. So that's a hit. And 8. And then we got an 8 on that, which will be brew up. So that's it for them. So let's delete the track hit. We'll put brew up marker on it. Damage. Boom. And that's it for those 2. So who else do we have firing? We have 3 M68 3s. So I want to hit these guys. So I'm going to fire 1 against the track. I'm going to fire 1 against the vehicle that's mobilized. And the other 2 against the vehicle that's still in decent shape. So it's going to be point blank range. And there's 1 case of brew up smoke. Point blank range, 1 case of brew up smoke. Let's see. -2. This one has 72. So first I'm going to take the shot against the vehicle that's immobilized. 99. Complete miss. And I'll take the 2 shots against the vehicle that's in shape. 2-6. So 1 hits with the 26. And the angle is a front angle. Turret front. So we go front, turret front is 90. Front and turret front is 90. But that was point blank range, so it's going to be 110. So it will penetrate. We get 6, so that's knocked out. And I have to take the second shot to see if it's brewed up. Let's see. Okay, so 1 shot knocked it out. Now the second vehicle has to fire. I want to see if it's brewed up at all. So let's delete, because that'll add even more brew up smoke. And the second one is 18, so that's turret front, 8, and I believe that is a brew up. Yep. So that's good. That makes it even more difficult to see. Right. So you have 1 brew up, and you have a second brew up, and the third one has a track hit. So right click. Boom. That one has a track hit. So I'll remove the extra markers away over here. So that's going to make, all that smoke is going to make it very difficult now to hit anything over there. So that was a very profitable turn the NATO forces. So I believe that's it for fire over there. All right, let's remove that fire marker. Now for the Soviet fire. And we don't have much. What do we have in this hex? So we have two vehicles who can fire over here. And we have these three over here. So we have 5 vehicles that can fire. Oh. We have 2 over here. They're firing from a short halt. Problem is, if I fire into this area, let's see if we got what kind of GP fire we can do. So point blank range 7, it'll be a firepower of 8. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I have to fire at a specific target. Do I have to fire at a specific target if I use GP ammo? Yeah, I actually do. All right. So in that case, I'm actually going to use armor piercing against, or change my strategy. I'm going to use armor piercing against those 113s. Should be fairly easy to take out. But how much brew up smoke? 3 times the brew up smoke. Plus the target is in cover. No, I think I'm gonna just fire at these tanks. So that's gonna be tough because you're firing through a lot of smoke. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's gonna be point blank range. The old +1 for the target size, -2 for the brew up smoke. So it's going to be point blank range -1. I need 81 to hit. It's the first tank. Hits 38. So it's against the front aspect. Turret front. And that's going to, I know that's going to penetrate. And 8 is going to be a brew up. Now against the second vehicle over there, 48, same thing. Except rather than turret front, that hit the turret front. So 2 brew ups. Nice shooting for the Soviets, even though boom. All right. That was some good shooting by the Soviets. So now this right here is going to be flipped to fire phase. Oh, did I do the adjustment for the? I didn't do the adjustment for stabilization because they're firing from a short halt. So it's going to be -3. So it's going to be -5. So it's going to be point blank -5. Let's take another look at that. So they need 45 to hit. That's point blank -5. That's +1. -3 for the stabilization, because it's firing from a short halt. -2 because it's firing from brew up smoke. It's -5 +1 because of target size. That makes it 54 to hit. So yes, they did hit. Okay. That area is a little bit of a mess, isn't it? So how about these? So he's going to fire at that one right there. It's going to be a +1. Plus it's moving. So it's going to be -2 +1. -1. There's no cover. So it's short. -1, 63. So he needs 63 to hit one of those. And 15, and he does hit, and hits turret front, I believe. And I believe 5 is the knockout. Oh, turret side. So what was 1? So it's not a deck hit. It's not a deck hit because it's not elevated fire. So it's just going to be turret front. It's front side. So I already know that penetrates. And it's a 5 to the effect. And that's one of those that's knocked out. Some good shooting by the Soviets. Oops. Down. There you go. All right, so that's it for now for the second vehicle. He's going to fire across at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be point blank. And it's going to be +1. So it's going to be like a 99 to hit. So 85. Point blank +1. And it's coming from the front. Hull front. Unfortunately, it's not hull down. The damage is a 5. So penetration's 108. Americans hull front. Front. Hull front 100. Wow. So there's a lot of armor there. 100. But the Soviets were at point blank range. So, and on the effect, be a knockout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Good thing that was at point blank range. Otherwise, so Soviets are getting some really good shooting here. And the American tanks are getting decimated. All right, how about this guy? Well, this guy wasn't fired at yet. Let's see if I can do that. No, blocked by that tree. Yep. How about over here? Let's see who we have over there. So I'm just going to choose one of these M60s. And the range is 7. So it's a short range +1 for target size. Is there any brew up smoke? No. So short range +1 target size. And you have 77 to hit. And I guess 6, so that's just a track hit. which in the long run may make a difference, but probably not. And that's that unit right there. So I have to mark all these as fired. Spot fire. There we go. That's it. So we're going to be going on to the movement phase next. So there are two brew ups. One's track hit over here. We have a brew up. Did we have another brew up over there? No. So we have two vehicles over here that can move from the short halt. Okay. And so these two vehicles can move from the short halt. I want to see if the Soviets have any other vehicles that they're moving. I don't believe they do. And the Soviets' movement phase is going to come first. So I'm going to move them one. Then they're going to rotate right. And then the bottom one is going to rotate right. Oops. Bottom one's going to rotate right. All right, so they just did that to get out of that out of the brew up smoke. And they both have that red dot spotted marker, spot fire. And this one also has spot fire. And that one has spot fire. All right. So over here, I don't see any other movements for the Soviets, but I have a lot of movement in that hex right here. All right. Let's take a look at what we got. All right. So we have a 113 that can move, and we have that infantry that can move. Do I want to load up that infantry into that 113? But they're suppressed, but they can still load up. No, I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is move them into the city. Turn them, and I will turn them, and I will turn them, and I will turn them one more time. And then that 113 is going to move forward. And it's going to face in that direction. All right, and there's a unit over there. That's okay. So that's going to be the movement for the Americans, and that is it. All right, so now, and Overwatch didn't get any shots. I can remove them. So let's remove the commands. All right. Now I flip over the suppressions. Suppression off disappears. I don't think there was any suppression here. These guys are going to go into full cover. My infantry here. Is also going to go into full cover. like that. I want them to be in full cover if possible. I don't know if you can give it, if you're in full cover, I don't think you can be given a move command. That's the thing. I don't think if you're in full cover, you can be given the move command. So that's just something to consider for next turn. All right. So I'm going to back off on the map. We're going to be going on to turn 8. Actually, I didn't move him. Move forward 2. All right. I can clone that. So NATO now has that crossing also. All right. I think that is it for this turn. So I removed, there was an infantry unit over here, and I removed the full cover from them because you cannot enter full cover in bridge, stream, or forward hexes. Okay, so full cover units cannot have move commands, but they can enter into close combat, and they can do close assaults against vehicles. They can have fire commands too. 6, 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this turn. So that was turn 7. So we completed turn 6. We did turn 7. Now we're going to be going on to turn 8. Okay, and things are starting to go together. I'm starting to get the feel for this. There's still a lot I don't know, though. But we'll figure it out next time. All right, thank you very much for your patience. And you have a great day. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.